Hey guys, it's Rav from the Rav07 Tech channel, and today we have a review on the Nokia X6 mobile phone. Now this is one of the latest comes with music handsets that Nokia have released, and we're basically just going to be giving our impressions on the device by going over the specifications, external features, software, user interface and media playback, before giving you our final verdict on the X6. So starting off with the general specifications, the Nokia X6 has a built-in memory of 32GB, and pretty soon there will be a 16GB version available also. This particular model is in the white and blue version, but there's also a red and black combination. The device is 111mm in length. It has a width of 51mm and a thickness of 13.8mm. So on the front of the handset we have a forward-facing camera that could be used for video calls. In the center we have a 3.2-inch capacitive touchscreen with a resolution of 360 by 640 pixels. Now you may have realized that Nokia usually have resistive touchscreens on their devices, but now they have installed capacitive touchscreens, which in my opinion is a big improvement, so well done to Nokia. Another cool thing about this display is that it has a scratch resistant glass surface. So just below the touchscreen we have 3 buttons. Now at first they do appear as though they are touch sensitive, but they are in fact physical keys. So from left to right we have the call button, menu button and also the call end button. On the right of the device we have the shortcut to the camera function, the unlock switch which makes locking and unlocking the phone very convenient, and finally we have the volume rocker switch for obviously adjusting the volume of the handset. On top we have the micro USB connection covered by this little cap. We then have the 3.5mm audio jack for connecting any external headphones, headsets or earphones. We then have the proprietary Nokia charging connection, and finally we have the power button. On the left we have this little cover, and when removed it will reveal the SIM card slot. And we also have 2 speaker cutouts. On the back we have a 5MP Carl Zeiss optics camera which features autofocus and a dual LED flash. Now the X6 is also capable of recording VGA quality video at 30 frames per second. Overall, both stills and videos captured by the camera are of decent quality. Now on the back we also have this removable cover that we can take off like so. An actual back cover is made out of a rather cheap plastic, and overall the actual build quality of the handset is not as good as other phones in its price range. So anyway, in the back we have the 1320 mAh lithium ion battery, and the battery life is surprisingly pretty good, and I was able to get around 2 days after medium to heavy usage. So now I'm going to talk about the software and user interface. So the Nokia X6 runs the 5th edition of Symbian S60, and this software also operates on the Nokia 5330 Express Music handset. So this is the home screen, and on the actual screen we have options to add a new contact and set up a new email account. In the top right we have this touchscreen sensitive area, and this will reveal a drop down list where we can select music, images, sharing, videos or internet. At the bottom we have these 4 icons. So first up we've got the music store, we have the messaging, we then have the Ovi maps, and finally we have the Ovi store. So if we just go into the music store, and this allows you to download and purchase music, and because this is a comes with music device you get unlimited free tracks for 12 months. So now onto the actual messaging abilities of the handset, and what's great about the X6 is that it has a built-in accelerometer. So this allows us to rotate the device landscape, and we can actually type in landscape, or if we rotate it the other way we can actually type in portrait. So I prefer to type in the actual landscape format, so if we just go tap on here, and to give you an idea of the actual typing speeds I'm just going to type "this is a test on the Nokia X6." So as you can see, the actual typing is pretty accurate. So next up we have the OVMap software, and what's great about the X6 is that Nokia did announce free navigation a couple of weeks back. So this includes voice guidance and traffic information. So on the actual application itself, it allows you to find your current position, find places, share a location, favourite a location, either drive or walk to a destination, and it also allows you to check the weather of your desired destination also. And last but not least, we have the Store. And this basically allows you to download and purchase applications such as games, movies, videos and music. Overall, the actual Store is pretty good, but it does need some improvements such as a simpler interface and more downloadable content. So we can access the menu by pressing this center key, and again we can actually rotate it sideways to go to landscape mode. So the menu has a very simple layout, and we have access to the calendar, contacts, log, internet, messaging, gallery, store, music, maps, settings, help and applications. So the Nokia X6 does in fact support 802.11 standards of Wi-Fi, and if we go onto the internet web, we can actually browse the Ravo 7 Tech channel, and there is no multi-touch supported, and actual navigating around websites can be rather difficult, as you can see, and the screen can be very unresponsive at times. So as I mentioned previously, the screen is 16 million colours and the resolution is 640 by 360 pixels. The handset displays good clarity, high quality images. So if we just go into the menu, gallery, images and videos, it gives you an idea of the actual quality of the images displayed. So we can just scroll through, and obviously the camera is not going to give it that much justice, but the X6 really does have some really good quality images. So now onto media playback. So obviously, being a music based handset, the X6 gives you a nice range of music functions such as a music player, radio, music store, podcasting, recorder and playlist. So I'm just going into the music player to give you an idea of the actual quality of the sound produced by the inbuilt speakers. So again, on the menu, the handset displays an applications folder where we can browse through installed applications, games and also any videos we have installed on the handset. So there are 3 pre-installed games on the handset. So we have Asphalt 4, DJ Mixtar and Spore Life Creations. So it's going to go in the first app, which is Asphalt 4, and it's a racing game made by Gameloft, and hopefully this will give you some impressions and ideas on the actual gaming and graphical capabilities. So last but not least, we're going to talk about video playback. So the aspect ratio of the display is 16:9, so that will give you widescreen viewing of movies and videos. So we're just going to play one of the pre-installed videos of the handset. So as you can see, the actual video playback is pretty good. On the left hand side we have volume controls. On the bottom it will tell us how much of the video has left to play. And on the right we have the fast forward, play pause and also the rewind functions. So now onto the conclusion and final verdict. The Nokia X6 is definitely one of the best Nokia touchscreen handsets. The fact that they have replaced a resistive touchscreen with a capacitive one is a great improvement because it allows you to type a lot faster, and the overall screen is just a lot more responsive than other Nokia touchscreen handsets. The built-in memory of 32GB is great if you're looking for a handset that's also going to function as your media player for all your music, images and video. The music functions are also very good, and the sound quality is just as impressive both with audio and calls. However, there are a few disadvantages of the handset. With a price tag of around $700 in the US and £400 in the UK, the handset is very overpriced in my opinion. The fact that the build quality is also below standard is also a downside. Most of the time the touchscreen is responsive, but sometimes it can be a bit of a lag and delay, which can be very annoying. However, the ultimate decision lies with you. If you're looking for a handset with a large built-in memory and excellent media functionality, this could be the phone for you. But if you're looking for a phone that's overall a decent handset, there are definitely cheaper alternatives available. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the Nokia X6 mobile phone, and remember to stay tuned to the channel for more reviews.